I want to talk about Will Smith apology. I don't know if I think the Will Smith apology could be that could be genuine. I think it was catastrophic what he did to Chris Rock, but if he's willing to be genuine, I don't know if he was genuine because he may have new projects coming up or anything like that, and anybody could say anything in front of a camera, but I don't know if he was genuine with it, and I don't think that Chris Rock is ready to talk with him, to get with him and stuff like that, and and that's so that's it. That's up to him whether he wants to do it or not. You can't make somebody do something and they don't want to do, man. But I think that I hope that I don't know if Chris Rock would do it, but I just hope that in the future that Chris Rock have some peace with it. I don't know based on that video because I think he's going to be teased about that. But as long as that video is there. As far as Will Smith, I don't know what he's going to do. I just hope that he realized what he did and has some peace too. And maybe he'll change from that. I don't know. Queen Elizabeth. I know that she was the queen of the palace and all that, and I just hope that I think she just lived her life as a queen and of England and stuff like that, and that Diana children have some. I know they're gonna miss their grandmother and stuff like that, but I think she lived a good life as the queen. I mean, a good life as far as public. I don't know what went behind closed doors. But may she rest in peace. And I know them stores, laughing at the public because of the prices that, going up and shit like that, and people are feeling the pinch on those damn stores, man, because they jacked up the prices, man, and you gotta survive the best way you know how, man. And I think they're laughing at the public, man. I think they're laughing at the public, and stuff like that. I want to talk about the laptops. The laptops to me are. Let me just talk about my experience with them. I think when you plug them up in the wall in apartments and this, that, and the other, and people are spying and this, that, and the other through Bluetooth and this, that, and the other, and they looking at all your shit. Whenever you put shit on laptops, computers, or any, somebody else can see that. It doesn't matter what it is. I think the banks are trying to have more security and this, that, and the other, and people are hacking in people's computers and laptops and cell phones and you name it. They are doing all this shit, man, with this new technology, man. And I think it's making the new technology is making people fucking criminals, and I think it on one hand is for the police department because. I think it benefits the police department because the police department, if there is a criminal and they doesn't really have much information. Confiscating their cell phone, their laptops, their computers, and stuff like that will help them with information that they may need. And so I think the laptop, the new technology stuff, helps them to collect evidence and get information that they need and stuff like that when it comes to that new technology, man. Because I think they're very much well help the police department. You know, I think it does, man. And they do whatever the fuck they want with it, you know, and stuff like that. But I think people who are spies and shit like that can use it, your information. Like my experience with the laptop, I'm gonna talk about my experience with it. The laptops, you know, you can go get Wi-Fi from specific places and this, that, and the other. And I went to one specific place, and they start taking, and I don't know, in a way I think it's the laptop company, because they were telling me to empty out. I don't know if it was the laptop company or spies telling me to empty out my storage, like get rid of, you know, the shit on your storage, right? And the only thing I really had on my storage is my videos and pictures, and it also was talking about whenever you load up on to a specific site, they always send you back certain information, and it stores onto your laptop. And they was like, well, get rid of some of that. But when I got rid of something in that, it eliminated, you know, I would always have, like, for instance, YouTube. I had my stuff on YouTube, but it had locked me out of YouTube. Even if I had it open, it would lock me out. Like, you'll get locked out of those places. You would have to redo it and this, that, and the other, and all this sort of stuff. But I don't understand about the laptops when it comes to if it says that you can have storage in your laptop based on videos, pictures, and this, that, and the other. Well, what would be if you're telling me that my computer can't work because of what you have in storage? Well, what is the storage place used for then? I mean, like, you give us the storage, you give us the ability to have storage in there, but then when you put shit in there, you gotta take some out in order for it to work, and you know, and shit like that. And I don't believe, and the reason I went with that, because then it was like it was no matter where I went when it came to Wi-Fi. It didn't matter where I went when it came to Wi-Fi, and it would stop me using Wi-Fi. Like the laptop, and who's behind it, I'm not sure if it's just the laptop company, but the thing is that it had stopped me from using Wi-Fi, period. Even if Wi-Fi came through, you know, because I've been and used those places in Wi-Fi before. Now all of a sudden I can't use Wi-Fi, you know, and shit like that. And I think it's making it more. It's putting like more. It's stopping me from using it, like the way I want to. It stopped me from using it the way I want to. and I think that's a bad sign, man. Yeah, and stuff like that, and for it to do that, like you kind of like say, well, what's going on, you know? But again, man, it's something. You know, with these laptops and stuff like that, man, it's something with these places, man. You know that I don't want that sign there. It's something with those places that have you. You know, give it to you, and then they tell you can't have it. I mean, like, you know, I mean, your laptops you can't have. I mean, them laptops are some cell phones the same way, man. I mean, they just put. I had just used a cell phone, and I think I had some videos on there before, but I had eliminated them. I had deleted them, and then I had plugged it up. Right, it's been a long time. I had plugged it up, and it said you need to get rid of some story. There's nothing on there. Like I never had Wi-Fi with it or anything like that. The only thing I had was videos, and I got rid of them. And it says you need to get rid of story, but a story. So when I went up there to see if I had any pictures or videos, there's nothing in there. And but yet you got that. But yet you got that notice saying, you know, get rid of some of your files, you know, and shit like that. And there's none in there. I checked. Ain't nothing in there because I really didn't use it for. Only had some videos in there, and I had eliminated them. So I don't know why it's still saying that. You know, and shit like that. This technology is something else. It's crooked. People are tapping into people's shit, man, and it's pathetic, man. I don't know, man. I know, you know, you better off not having. I think you're better off not having it. To be honest, I think you're better off not having. I don't think you should have that. If you got to go through all this madness with that, you're better off not having it. My rent rebate. Since I left housing and 2019, I've been trying to get rent rebate, signing up for it, and they telling me, you know, I think because I had did videos on them and stuff like that, and they decided not to give me rent rebate. I know they probably looked on and seen my videos and stuff like that, and so therefore, because I told them, I said they follow me on apartment, this, that, and the other, and all this sort of stuff, and I think they decided not to give me rent rebate for that reason. You know, and stuff like that. I don't think it's anything that I didn't supply information. I've been getting rent rebate for years and years and years, and all of a sudden, and because I had said something in those videos about housing authority, this, that, and the other, they decide not to give it to me. And that's the bottom line of that. I don't think it's anything that I've done or not supplied them with, you know, the information in order to get rebate and all so crazy shit. I think they're not giving them me because I had said they followed me through all these apartments and this, that, and the other, and hiding in attics and other people's apartments and stuff like that. And so therefore, that's their reason not wanting to give it to me. I want to talk about God for a minute. I think God is heavenly and good and stuff like that. But and I think that He's, I think God is good and stuff. And the thing I go back with is I kind of look at slavery. And I'm not saying God is responsible for slavery. I think that God had to know that slavery was coming down the pike. And because of that, white America decided, that they want to, treat blacks not good. They doesn't want to treat blacks good. Like, and I think that it's a shame that happened through slavery. But what I'm getting at is that God knew that what whites was going to do to blacks. And it makes me wonder if do I think God is black? But if God is black, you think He'll allow slavery? Right. And would He allow slavery? And I don't think so. I really wouldn't think that God, if God was black, that He would allow slavery. Like, and like that, because it would have been hard to digest that, if God was black, and but I think also I thought about that God had a plan in mind for it, and I'm not sure what that plan is, and will we be rewarded, and will we be rewarded based on that plan? I don't know. But and I'm like, when is that? And who will benefit from it? Like, when will that be and who will benefit from it? I don't know if it's, when we all get to heaven or generations to come or whatever. I don't know. But I think white American needs to pay for that. But I don't know, like since slavery started and then all the way up to 2022. You're like, no, because it has been passed down. Racism been passed down through the generations, so it's still, the legacy continues. Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know what God has in mind when it comes to that. Right? What does God have in mind for that, man? And who is going to benefit, and when will they benefit from that? I don't know, man. I just think that it's something, man, when you really look at that, man. Uh, you know, I don't know, man. I don't really talk about what. Let me see. How? Oh.